So about a year ago, I was headed to a basketball game and I was driving down the road when I realized something was not right. The lights on my car were just like flashing like crazy, and I saw this number drop down really, really fast. And I realized I had to get pulled over right away. So I pulled into this little neighborhood and I got out of my car and I inspected my car and I saw I had a completely flat tire. It was insane how fast it happened. So I was headed to meet up with some girls from my church group. And so I went ahead and texted them and let them know, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I've got a flat tire. And then I got on the phone with my husband and said, hey, you gotta help me. I do not know how to change a tire. So I go around to the back of my car, I open up the trunk and I find out there's no spare tire. My car was sold to me without a spare. Who does that? So I realized this was gonna be a much bigger ordeal. So I got on the phone with the tow company and they said, don't worry, we're on our way. We're about 30 minutes away. You're next in line. And I thought, perfect. This is gonna be easy breezy. So my husband, he comes to meet me because I'm gonna need a ride. And we're just hanging out, waiting. We're like playing games. Our kids are there. We're watching the sunset. We're scream singing all of our songs, making the best of it. And I look at the clock and I realize this is taking a really long time. It's been longer than 30 minutes. It's now been longer than an hour. So I reach back out and they say, don't worry, you're next. We're on our way. Well, this kept going on. And my church group, they had told me, hey, like they'd been checking in on me and asking how it's going. And I was keeping them up to date. And before I knew it, we're starving. And then I look and someone from my church group shows up with McDonald's for my whole family. I was blown away, and I'm telling you, McDonald's French fries and that large Diet Dr. Pepper never tasted so good. But that small, generous act, it meant the world to me. And the thing is, we've all been there. We find out in a situation that we just need some help. And sometimes, maybe you find yourself in a situation at school where you realize you forgot something, or you just feel like you're going through a hard time and you want someone to talk to. Like maybe it was a bad breakup or your home life is a little bit chaotic and you just need someone there to help you out. But it could also be something a little bit different where you just need people to help you out in another way. You've got an open Friday night and you want to do something fun and you want to have a good time and do something with a friend. Or maybe you got a brand new video game and you want someone to just pair up and link up with to play that game. We need people, and all of these things matter. And the Bible tells us that when God created humans, He created us in His image, meaning He wanted us to be like Him. And God, He doesn't exist in isolation. He exists in community, in three persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And He created us with a need to have other people. We want to belong. We need connection and community. And the Bible talks a lot about this. We're actually going to take a look at something a guy named King Solomon wrote. He was known as being like one of the wisest guys in his time. He's kind of like, Yoda from Star Wars or Dumbledore from Harry Potter. But let's take a look and see what he has to say about community in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, starting in verse 9. It says, 2 people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but 2 can stand back to back and conquer. 3 are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. Now, we just cruised right through that verse, and there's a lot of good stuff in that we're gonna dig into a little bit more, but it can really just be summarized into one big idea. We are better together. And we believe that so much so here that we've created our entire time together around just that. It's the people that you're sitting next to, the people in your small group. We need community. That's why it's important every single week we challenge you to talk to someone new, to play silly games together, to get hype and go wild during worship. And it's a lot of fun to dress up as a group, to play kickball and dodgeball and get covered head to toe in shaving cream. But we know that life's not always just fun and games. Someday, you may need someone to help you with a flat tire. Or like Mason, you might get the news that someone you care about has terminal cancer. Or your amazing small group leader, your coach, is going on to do something else, and it's a good thing, something God's called them to, but it just means that that coach is going to show up differently in your life. We need each other. You guys know this. There are times that are going to come that are hard. You've already had them, and they're also on their way. So it's so important that you have people surrounding you that are going to be able to help you out when you're down. People that will help you out when you're dealing with friends or school or challenges with faith. You need to have the right people around you that can help you get back up on your feet when you're struggling. Now, that Bible verse, I want to go back to that very last verse that we read because I think it's really important. It says this: "A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. Three are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken." You're going to face some challenges. It could be peer pressure, temptation, doubt. It could be even being made fun of for your faith. And it's important that you have a group of Christ-centered difference makers that are surrounding you, that can help you stand firm when times are tough. Now, I've got with me some sticks for the fire, and I just want you to imagine that this stick represents you as an individual. On its own, it's a perfectly great stick, but when the weight of the world or the pressures are applied to it, it can snap. Now, imagine it wasn't just you, but you've also got a friend alongside you. When the weight of the world and the pressures set in, it can hold longer, but eventually it can snap. But what if it wasn't just you? What if it was you, your friend, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people surrounding you, your small group, people that are trying to become more like Jesus, just like you. And these are people that care about you, they are rooting for you, they pray for you, they show up for you, they don't talk behind your back. What if you guys came together when the weight of the world and the pressure set in? I cannot break this. Students, we need each other. Now, don't miss this, because the world's going to tell you, you got this. You can do this all on your own. You don't need anybody else. But that's just simply not true. That's a lie. You need other people. You were created to need other people, and other people need you too. Again, we are better together. So now I just want to get real with you. Where are you at with this? Do you have people around you, like Mason does, that are pushing him to become better, that are challenging him to become more like Jesus? It's not perfect, they make mistakes, but they're pushing him in the right direction. And what kind of friend are you? Are you the type of person that is going to continue to show up even when it gets hard? The people that you surround yourself with are the people that you are becoming. And when you commit to a small group, it's not going to be perfect, but you know that you're signing on to a group of people that are pushing you to go in the right direction. They care about you. They're going to show up for you. They're going to pray for you. We need community. And students, we're better together. So let's be students who commit to community.